All right. Hey, welcome back to another food tour. We are all the way on the East Coast in Abington, Virginia. It is a small little town, and we are at the Tavern, which has been here since 1779. This restaurant has a lot of history behind it. We're gonna get a little tour of the ghosts that might be running around the restaurant. We've got some delicious dishes. The chef made delicious lamb chops, as well as a stuffed filet mignon. When I ate this food, I just felt happy. Everything just felt okay in life. The chef was awesome. We got the lead waiter. We have the lead server as well, who walked us through his job and his life. This is such a small town, just a beautiful little place where it just feels at home, and this is the Tavern. All right, so Justin Hyder here in Abington, Virginia, and Josh, and you've been here for 9 years?
9 years.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And this is the Tavern. So give me a little history behind how it all started.
Yeah,
the story.
The Tavern was built in 1779. So it's 241 years old. It was originally a tavern, overnight inn, stagecoach stop. It was also the first post office this side of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Over the years, it's been all kinds of things: antique shops, bakeries, barber shop, restaurant as well. There's also a makeshift Civil War hospital as well.
So you could work anywhere in the world. Why did you choose to come here?
To be honest, I kind of fell into it. Yeah, yeah. It was my wife's actually the one that got me my job here, and I started out cleaning tables of all things.
Really?
Yeah. So cleaning tables, going in from that to owning the place is kind of an interesting aspect there.
Does it usually take people longer to own a restaurant or whatever you mean, that long? And
yeah, I'd say it probably does. Just kind of right place, right time. I was with the previous owner that had it for 25 years, and I never really thought it'd be an opportunity to own the business, but it kind of got to the point where he was ready to retire, and
you're like, well,
yeah.
So what's the? Oh, is it haunted too? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Let's get into
be haunted.
The details. Well, it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I've never really had many run-ins with the ghost, but if you ask people throughout town, they'll say it's one of the most haunted buildings in town. Maybe the ghost just likes me. I don't know. But anyway, there's a lot of different times where people have died in the building throughout the years. So, as I was mentioning before, it was also a Civil War hospital, so a lot of soldiers died back then. If you were wounded, your chances of living were not very good. You didn't have any type of antibiotics. Everything that they did was pretty rudimentary. So, if you were wounded, they would try to amputate. If that didn't work, you probably got a fever and died. So a lot of people have made claims they've seen soldiers throughout the building. The ghost that everybody claims to see, they call her Margaret. There's a room on the second level where the soldiers would kind of hang out, play card games, and one night one of these ladies wanted to join them in a game of cards, and she was allegedly caught cheating. And they actually strangled her to death in that room.
What?
And they said she's one that haunts the building.
Well, can we get a little tour?
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. So first, upon entering the building, the building's probably 70 to 80% original still. All the wood timbers in the ceiling are all original.
It smells, sorry to interrupt, but it smells good in here. It has that old timey, you can tell it's an original building.
As far as the building goes, the only thing that's not original down here is the brick floor. This building actually had a dirt floor until 1975 to 1980, and they brought in the brick flooring. Stone wall over here is all original as well.
So any haunting stuff in this room specifically, or just the second floor?
Usually the second floor is where you get all the stories from. Right in here's the room that Margaret was supposedly strangled to death in. And there's a couple of versions of that story as well. I know some people said she was strangled by the soldiers. Other people said that she wasn't caught cheating in poker, that she was trying to negotiate a deal with somebody and didn't like, and the person strangled her because they didn't like the terms of the deal. So there's a couple of different stories, but Margaret was strangled to death one way or another. So
guys, this is where Josh sleeps.
Yeah, if it's been a long day.
It's been a long day. This is his life. So
okay. But yeah, I mean the plaster here, a lot of people called it a horsehair mud plaster. They would take flour, dirt, water, horsehair, and they'd take that substance and mix it together, and they'd take and pack them between the wood sticking, which kind of form those walls, which is kind of amazing you know, 241 years later, it's still there.
Yeah.
Now the charcoal numbers that are over here, these are pretty interesting. Those are original markings from this building. It was used as a Civil War hospital. And all these numbers symbolize the bed numbers. And there's 12 numbers up here in the attic. And in front of every number would have been a bed like this one right here.
What's the story on this guy over here?
Oh, Mike.
Oh, Mike.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah, Mike was a gift to the previous owner, Max, and I guess I kind of inherited him when I got the restaurant. But the story there is, Max did an Oktoberfest every year. I know he had the same band every year. So out of gratitude, the person that was in the band decided they wanted to give Max a gift. So they went and had a doll made to look like themselves and give it to Max. Extremely creepy in my opinion. But anyway, Max didn't really believe me, and it sat down in the front window for months, and I think it scared off a bunch of people.
So before we actually start cooking, I do want to know background of like you as a chef. So what was you were saying before? Like you said you could stand on the stool or whatever you're cooking. So
yeah. When I was growing up, I mean, as soon as we could get on a stool, we'd be right beside my mom and helping her out, cooking like nonstop since I was a kid. And then I moved out here when she retired from the Air Force in 2002, and I started here in 2006. And that was like I was cooking a couple other little smaller, tiny restaurants and stuff, but this was like the first main actual restaurant. And I started here in 2006.
What do you love about like cooking? Why do you always come back? And
it's probably like seeing the expression on people's face after they eat something, really. Probably the most, really. I mean, when somebody can tell you that it was the best meal they've ever had in their entire life, I mean, I think that's what it's all worth it.
Yeah.
It makes it worth it.
And you go by Bobby, by the way? Or?
Yes,
Right.
Bobby Steelz, like nickname.
Wait, what is it?
Bobby Steelz.
Where the hell is that from?
With a Z.
Bobby
It
Steelz?
came from another employee here, yeah, Dwayne.
Why did they call you that?
It was just something he picked up, and it just
Bobby
never.
Steelz.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Bobby Steelz, let's get cooking.
Alrighty.
The
I guess
fancy
we'll
black
start with
gloves.
rack of lamb first and get that marking, and then we'll go with the stuffed fillet.
And did you do anything special to this guy, or this is just how
No,
you guys
this
get
is just gonna get just a little olive oil, a little salt and pepper.
Nice.
Then we'll mark it off, finish it in the oven. We'll make a sauce with that. Also, they're both marsala sauces.
Ooh, I love marsala.
Then we'll get this guy on here too.
what's
Get
this
it
guy?
marked. This is gonna be the stuffed fillet that's already been rolled.
So it's a filet mignon with.
Yep, 8-ounce filet mignon, rolled in honey butter, and then with breadcrumbs on the outside.
Are they any kind of special breadcrumb at all, or it's?
No, it's just a plain fine breadcrumb, and we add onion powder, garlic powder, dry parsley, and basil.
Nice.
Yeah.
The one hard thing about filming is that everyone at home right now can't smell like the deliciousness coming off of the grill, so you'll just have to take my word for it.
Then we can go ahead and start the sauce for that rack of lamb, which is just some herb de Provence, wild mushrooms. Then we go back in with the marsala, because it all cooked down just fine. And then when this guy's finished here, we just finish it with some mint, some fresh mint. Go over the lamb after we cut it up.
I feel like the taste from that is kind of like a warm, like it like coats the whole mouth.
Oh yeah.
What's the sweetness in there?
It's just that marsala, it cooked down all the way.
Wow. That flavor in that sauce is really super killer. It's really good. I feel like it's one of the hardest jobs, like obviously in the world. So when I meet people that like have the passion to do it, like, how do you do it?
Yeah.
'Cause I gave up. I thought I loved it, but I think you really have to like love cooking.
Yeah, you
really
have to love cooking. I mean, there's definitely a passion there. I mean, like I said, when you see someone, you know,
face.
yeah, it's the face.
What's your earliest memory of cooking when you were young? Can you remember?
Probably making lasagna and egg rolls, probably.
What? The same time?
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah. We cooked like every night. We never went out to eat when I was a kid.
That is cool that I feel like food brings people together, and some of my memories too is being young and just cooking with family and stuff, so.
So we're just gonna go like that.
Look at that thing of beauty. There
We'll
she
put
is.
this is that stuffing again with shrimp, bacon, ricotta, and cream cheese in it. Then stuff with spinach in there. Put that ricotta in there. Put it down.
Oh my god, it's smoky.
Yes.
Is that from like the bacon in there?
Yeah.
You know what's funny is when you make stuff like this, you could just take a filet, you could just put it on a plate and be happy with it, but when you add all these bits on your back, it makes it even better. Oh my god. That's gorgeous. Alright, so can I just eat this right here?
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Let me get
god.
you a fork. Thank you.
Oh my god. Look at this beautiful thing.
Awesome
Would you
cheese.
recommend me do the sauce first or do a bite of all together?
I'll do
What
it all
think?
together.
Okay. I don't even know how to get into this thing. It's massive. Look at the size of that. It's freaking huge. You guys have to come and eat this. This is insane. All right, here we go. Oh my God, get a close-up of that. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. You don't even need a knife. You could probably just use a spoon and just like get through it. Oh my God. And this is the marsala reduction sauce. Okay. I'm gonna try to get a whole bite of all of this in my face, but there's just so much food there. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Got the sauce on the side. Okay. You guys ready? Here we go.
Good, right?
Oh my God. Okay. I've had a lot of fillets in my life that is so tender. And the sauce on there adds like a little bit of like so it's just marsala and butter, but there's like a
And chicken stock.
I'm kind of getting like a tanginess that's coming off of that sauce too, and there as well. Why is that meat so tender? What the hell did you do to that?
Nothing.
What? Steak is not usually that like, look at that. It's just like so, it's just freaking falling apart. Oh my God. I have to go for bite number 2. Well good. Beautiful. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God, that smell. Is that just the sauce?
Yeah, with that herbs of Provence and everything and the mushrooms.
Look at that. Beautiful thing of mint there too. That's all she wrote. Do I need a fork and knife, or can I just fucking
Just
go in there,
grab
man?
one.
Oh my
Just
God.
grab one.
We have to do it together, man.
All right.
Get in here. And then we'll do a little cheers together of the meat. All right, to chefs, let's go. Ready? Whoa.
You're good.
Oh my
I
God.
sell a bunch of these also.
It's tender, it's moist, and that sauce on the side, I'm gonna go, don't mind if I
Oh,
double
yeah,
dip
no,
you.
do it again.
Holy shit. I just want to drink that sauce with a straw. Look at that. Look at like it's so tender. I guarantee you I could probably just rip it apart with my fingers. Like that's ridiculously tender. Ridiculous. You know how I feel when I eat this? I'm happy.
Yeah.
Like I'm just so thankful just to put this in my face right now.
Well, I'm
Like
glad
it's
you're
just so good.
glad you like everything.
Very delicious. Okay, now I'm with Dwayne, who is the head server. Is that what they say, or what do they say?
Lead server.
Oh, the lead server. Okay.
Lead server.
So before we get into that, what's your story in living here? And I hear you're a man that everyone knows.
Basically, I've been here pretty much my whole life. Born and raised here in Abingdon. Got my first job in Abingdon at the Martha Washington Inn, actually bussing tables, and that soon led to waiting tables, and here I am now.
Yeah. What do you love about working here?
People. I love people. I love communication. I love talking to people. I love getting to know people.
Yeah.
Seeing what floats other people's boats and just passing on the experience.
So when you talk about you as a person, you love what you do as a job, there are so many people in the world that when they hear you say that and they see this production, they're going to say, I want that. They want what you have. So how did you discover that? How did you know what I mean? Like, you found your passion, you know?
It's almost, it's how I like to be treated. First impressions to me are everything. I don't really play off people by, the way you look, the color of your skin, anything like that. It's just the way that you approach me is the way that I'll approach you.
Nice. That's good.
Yes,
well,
sir.
shall we creme brulee over here?
Yes, sir, we will.
Do it.
What we have here today is just going to be basically a custard. This is made in-house, and this is just sugar in the raw. We're basically going to take this and we're just going to coat the top of that. Basically, we're just going to take a little torch to this.
Wow. You guys have a really nice life here. Like, this is really
The main thing in Abingdon is don't get excited. You get excited in Abingdon, you're just going to pass out. I'm just going to splash a little water on you and bring you right back.
It's nice. We're eating this together, you know that, right?
Yes, sir.
Come on, we gotta go in together for the creme brulee. All right, and they got the crack of the crust ready? Oh.
In and out.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Love the nice little vanilla in there.
Yes, sir.
tasty.
Fun.
All of this food has just put a huge like smile on my face. Like I'm just in a good mood after like eating these things. Like it just makes you feel like warm and like happy inside. Yeah, so it's a small town feel. There's like, it's like a family. Everyone who comes to the restaurant is like the same people come every time, so there's a good feel. There's like a good in your heart that people love they come. And they've been doing this for like hundreds of years. The Tavern, it's the best of 2020, best of 2019, best of 2018, best steakhouse. It's the best that there ever was. This restaurant, you have to eat here. It's gonna change your life. It's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna be, wait, which one's the camera? There's the camera. Listen to me.